Be one family. I say a be one family. I say a B, a B, B, a B, B, a B, a B, B, a B, B. What's good, B1 family? It's your boy Big Dick. Welcome back to My Black Universe. You know, I try to leave the Tethers alone, right? I'm like, there's other things we got to do. We got disasters going on. And these mofos they must have unlimited audacity. Unlimited audacity. Because just recently, this chick, and she got to be a Tether, because I don't see an FBA sister trying to cosplay a graduate of a prestigious program that takes a lot to get into, and usually everybody don't finish. Fair use.
This lady right here, her name is Angel Victoria Murdoch. She pretended that she graduated from the prestigious physician assistant program out of Duke University. It was a lie. This picture behind me is a fake graduation picture. She totally lied, okay? So the people who were in that program, they were like, that's a lie. You're not in our program. Da, 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 da. This lady did so much. They had a graduation on YouTube, and they said that for the 2-hour video, YouTube recording, live stream, I should say, her name was never called. It's like, you do that much to pretend that you are in this program, and like people can't tell that you're not. They're gonna know if you're in this program or not.
It's so bad. It's cosplay, and she got to be a Tether. I don't see an FBA sister going in hard to try to scrounge up attire to look like a graduate of a program with a small number of graduates. A small number gets in, an even smaller number graduates. Especially when we got the internet. In 2026, we got the internet. Got the internet. So bad, the class historian of the program had to come out and say something. Once again, fair use.
Okay, so let's get into it. I hate the fact that this is the way that we're being introduced, but my name is Kira. I am a recent graduate of the Duke PA program, class of 2026. I'm also the class historian, so I know every single person in my class, and our class is very small. I think, first of all, people have this perception of Duke, like, oh, it's Duke, it's the best PA program, it must be huge, it must be easy to go unnoticed. No, our class it started off as 91 people, and that is big for a PA program, but not big enough that we don't all know each other's names.
91 people started out. Remember, she said started out. She didn't say finish 91 strong. She said started out 91 strong. You got some drop-offs. You got some people like, dang, the grades don't cut it. You got some people like, I got into the wrong program. I really don't want to do this. You got some folks like, yo, look. How much is it going to cost? $200,000. I ain't got it. I'm cool.
Like, we know each other by name. We're actually very close. So during my didactic year, which is the first year of PA school, when I first started noticing this girl posting, like one of my classmates had said that somebody asked if we know Angel, and we're like, who is that? So we looked into it. We're deep in didactic year, by the way. So we're busy. We have stuff to do. I think people don't understand how hard PA school is. And so that's why they're like, oh, why didn't you just, because we're actually earning our degree. Like, that junk takes time. It's hard. So please look into it. And if you don't believe me about like my credentials, because obviously, you can trust nothing you see on the internet now, I've been posting my PA school journey since before I even started PA school.
She's been posting. This is Kira Brown. It says to look FBA. And her skin is glowing. See, when you ain't lying and cosplaying a graduate from school, I need to know how much the school costs. I need to know how much the PA program costs at Duke. Let's go find out. $55,327. $55,327 per year. Totaling approximate 110. They say approximate because, well, you need somewhere to live and you need food. That's just tuition. That's not including your books. That's not including your supplies. That's just the tuition. For the 2-year program, you can't just start in this program. You know that, right? You got to have your undergrad, right? You know you got to have your undergrad, right? Correction. You don't have to necessarily have your undergrad to get into that program. However, I don't really see Duke letting you in without you having some schooling somewhere else. I don't see how you would want to go straight from from high school to probably that profession without having an associate's degree or being in school somewhere, even if it's a junior college. So I had to correct myself before I make my next statement. But we still in. And if you want that to be Duke, you're going to spend about $73,000 a year, roughly $358,000. Tuition alone. It's just tuition alone. Room, board, and standard fees. Another 22. So B1 fam, we talking close to 500 grand when it's all said and done. That's a house. That's a house. To put it in perspective, that's a used Huracan. That's a used Lamborghini Huracan. Low mileage. Nah? You feel me? I don't see a foundational Black American woman cosplaying that. Like, what you doing? I'm gonna let that young lady finish.
And every day from our first welcome weekend, our first orientation, is on my page, timestamp. So please go check it for yourself. I've literally been documenting my entire clinical year journey. And every single week I've done a video recapping my clinical week and what I've done that week and learned in rotations. So it's all there. But yeah, back to this person. This girl, Angel Victoria, we found out about her. Like, there's literally messages with me and my friends, like scrolling, like looking through her page, trying to figure out like, how does she end up getting pictures at our program? Like, it's so weird. And if you notice, if you look closely enough, I know her page is down now, but if you look closely enough, she's never posted anything from inside of our building except for one post, which was like on a story somewhere randomly, and it looked like she was like inside of one of our physical exam rooms. And we like dug into that too, because how did you get in here? But found out that it was like the people in the picture were from like classes way above us. So she did some digging, found somebody's old story post, screenshot it, and made it look like she was in the building.
That's definitely a tether. You put more work into scamming, frauding, and cosplaying a graduate from a school that if you go through the undergrad and the program, you're gonna spend about 500 grand that you have to pay back. You go on school. Who was helping you scam? Or did you walk around with a tripod? Did you have a tether tripod? So to finesse, family. See, we have a conscience because when we rely, most of y'all probably grew up the way I did, where your parents couldn't stand, especially my father. My father said, "Son, there's two things I can't stand," and I'm gonna let y'all finish for me before I say it. We're gonna know if we feel on the same level. He said, "There's two things I can't stand. I can't stand I put at the timestamp if you know what it is. Give you a moment. He said, "Son, I can't stand a liar and a thief." That's borderline.
But other than that, all of her posts have been just from outside. And for the people who are like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, or like, why didn't you, whatever, like, imagine you're sitting in your living room, because our program is like our home. Like it literally looks like a little house on the side of the road, and we all like sit in class with each other every single day. We're struggling 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day, listening to lectures, and then we're staying there all night studying till the building closed at 11. So like even on the weekends, we're there all day, every day, studying during didactic year. So imagine you're sitting in your living room, you look on Instagram, and there's somebody like posted up with pictures standing next to your mailbox at your front door. Like that's creepy. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm the class historian. I'm a Black woman. I made it my point, my mission as the person running our social media to make sure that the diversity in our program was outlined. So if there's not a Black person in a picture somewhere, we have a class photo. Here's a class photo, and all my friends are sitting in the very front row of the picture. Like we have all of this stuff documented. So if there's a Black person that's not there and I'm the historian, just know that we're not in my program. And it sucks. It really sucks because like we're actually going through it. And again, I want to harp on this because people need to know, because I think this is why people don't take the PA profession as seriously. People need to know that PA school is very, very difficult. Like it's like med school sped up times 2 times speed. Like we're learning everything there is to know about the human body in 2 years, and then we're expected to go out and practice medicine. So like it's a very serious program, and it's a very big deal to impersonate somebody in this program. And for background, this is the #1 PA program in the world, the first ever PA program in the world. The profession started here. We have pictures of every member of every single class since the beginning of the PA profession on our wall in this hallway, and my face is on the wall. So to like, it's just like legacy, like to try to play with that, to try to impersonate somebody who's actually going through it at the time. It gets scarier, gets creepier is when I started my clinical year. Like we found out about her first year, didactic year, and then kind of like let her rock and like whatever, because we were busy. And then clinical year, I started sharing my experiences. Like I do this thing called rotation rewinds where I would literally break down every single week, and you can go back and look. I would break down my clinical rotation, and there's actual physical proof of me being on those rotations, not just OOTDs or whatever.
OOTDs is outfit of the day. I think about it because I'm a little older. So for my viewers who are about my age, 40 plus, OOTD outfit of the day. All right, now let her rock. Because the more she talked, the more I realized this is most definitely a tether. I'm finna follow you because she finna let you know she got followed by this girl. I'm finna watch everything you do and try to extract that, tether onto it, and then make it seem like I lived that life. Knowing that you ain't putting nothing to work on. Remember all them scam degrees, all them scam diplomas, all the scamming nursing, scamming doctors? I told you about that dude, Shep. That was his name, Shep. His name's supposed to be Shepherd. I don't know, but he's a lying tether. But he went by Shep. And he was trying to get in the medical field. And he was at a clinic as an assistant for something, trying to lie and say he was a cardiac thoracic surgeon. So this is just a thing with them.
But like she followed me on Instagram, and then shortly after she started posting like we're on the same rotations now. And if you know our program, like if you know any PA program, like no, everybody's not on the same rotation at the same time. But I found it funny that every time she posted a rotation, it happened to be the one that I was on. Like time stamped. In September, I was in psych. In September, she was in psych. In October, I was in OB-GYN. In October, she's posting, oh, get ready for me for my OB-GYN rotation. Overall, like 2 things that I hate the most about this situation. One is that you're literally preying on people who are trying to get into this career. Like I know people are asking her for advice because people are asking me for advice, and I have a smaller following. I'm helping people get into PA school. I'm giving people advice, helping people with their personal statements, preparing for interviews and things like that. I actually know people in the class under me who have asked me for advice, who are now at my program. So like I know people are asking her for advice, and she's just like giving people either bad advice or no advice, and it just is really, really messy. And then on top of that, you're profiting off of it. You have brands reaching out to you, you're getting brand deals off of this. Like you're making money off of people thinking that you're something that you're not.
Because she's a tether, sweetie. She's a tether. And I know people don't want to get these terms, but that's why we have these. That's why we delineate. Because think about it. If we were not delineating, which is a constant thing. See, delineation doesn't have a stop period no more. Delineation has it's going to be continuity. It's going to be continuous. If we weren't delineating, this broad could sit there and get in there with one of our grandparents, one of our great aunts, one of our aunts, uncles, parents, niece, nephews, cousins, and go in there and inject something in the wrong vein, prescribe the wrong medicine, do something and take them out. That's how serious this is. This is a serious matter. Yeah, the tethering, we clown the tethers, ha ha he, but she literally could have somebody's life in her hands. All right, ancestors. All right. Smack me with a leaf. Let me calm down. But she literally could have somebody's life in her hands and take somebody out. Malpractice. And then we find out after the fact, oh, this woman ain't credentialed. She never done the work. And then it'd be, well, you black people are out here scamming and fraud degrees. You black people. You black people, you. No. So shout out to this young sister. Shout out to everybody calling this chick out. Whew. And I need y'all to call them out too. If you know somebody and you kind of went around them and you was like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. Nah, that's why I called old boy out. That's why I told the story. I don't even know if Marcus has seen it, but I told the story because when they came looking for him for fraud, because he was stealing vehicles basically from the dealerships, he disappeared. You know what I'm saying? He owed that Mark's dad about some thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say the exact amount, but he owes some money. This man is a complete fraudster and scammer, and that's what these people do. We have to call it out. It's years later, but I'm calling it out now. I don't care. I don't care if you can work with me and I find out you're a fraud and you got people out of their hand, because I really do what I do. I have a complete understanding of the systems I work on. I understand I'm dealing with high voltage at all times. I understand what needs to be turned off to make sure I don't come in contact with that voltage accidentally. I also understand I don't even want to try to accidentally have to worry about that, so I'm going to do everything I need to do to possibly, because the voltages I deal with, it's going to do one or two things. They're going to hold you, or with the currents, really, the current is what really holds you. But it's either going to hold you and cook you from the inside out, or it's going to get a hold of you and that's it. So I understand this is life and death, the things I work on. Also understand that if it's not properly calibrated, if it's not properly worked on, if the system's not working the way it needs to, then this person can't get the scan, which might be the difference between them getting a correct diagnosis today or correct diagnosis tomorrow. And they may not have tomorrow. I understand what I'm dealing with because I've been properly trained. I went through the training. I have the experience. I have the long nights. I have the being there from starting out. It's supposed to be a simple, oh, this is simple to find out, okay, no, we got to be here all day. Carrying in parts, going to the depot, bringing it back so we can try to get this system back up because we got a particular type of scan that needs to happen the next morning. I know it's like to drive an hour and a half one direction and then have to come back later that evening and then get back up and try to be there super early so we can try to get the work done because somebody else didn't do what they were supposed to do. I went through that. And have somebody sit there and play on your top. That's why you can't, when it comes to the Siemens CT systems, the ones I worked on, the Definition family systems, the Go family systems, the E-line, I put that time in. I was there when we had carbon brushes to what we have now. You can't, what? I've seen some of the weirdest situations with a system that made me say, well, how is this even possible? Stuff that Siemens just encountered months prior to me learning about it. Neighbor, hopefully I don't hear that. But I understand, and I understand her frustration. She's doing an eloquent job of handling that. We calling everybody out. Everybody need to go home. Everybody need to go home. The riders can stay, and we know who they are because there's so few far and in between. Everybody else got to go home. You know what I'm saying? Go home, get them out the mix so we can free up that grant money. Yep, we deserve it. It's for us. So we can free up these lines of communication. We can free up, get these people off our neck, keeping us and suppressing our content. so we can get everything done we need to get done, because these folk are gumming up the works. They are ineffectively useless, and they can't stop scamming and lying to save their life. Delineation now is a thing. And delineation now has to continue, because we got mofos that, boy, they get over here, they born over here, they anchored over here, and they get to talking real crazy. Like this chick right here, shout out to BX. Love that sister. Y'all make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all show her some support. Because she's one of the people who be tapped in when it's time to get that paperwork going and make sure it's right. She's part of that team. She's part of the folk that put in that work. So we got to support our sister and let her know that she doesn't do that work in vain. But this broad, just they feel so free to disrespect us. I'm going to let you listen to it.
Hey niggers, it's been a minute, and hey niggers, I just wanted to say good afternoon niggers.
Is my makeup good, guys? Because it's been...
Hey niggers, I know it's been a minute since you... Hey niggers, I have a whole different hair. Hey niggers, so it's 1:30 in the... Hey niggers, I'm on my way to a job interview, and this just got me thinking, like, hey niggers, hey niggers, it's...
Wait, why does...
Hey niggers, so I just... Hey niggers, Hey niggers, I just... Hey niggers, I'm about to go to work. Hey niggers, so I have a question. Hey niggers, it's...
Kyrie Irving just came...
Hey niggers, so... Good morning niggers. Hey niggers. Hey niggers. Hey niggers. Good morning niggers. Hey niggers, so... Hey niggers.
22.9K followers. And I did that screenshot because I immediately noticed, like, okay. You know, we notice things. I have an attention to detail. I have a particular or peculiar mind. You know, I see things that some people don't see. And people see things that I don't see. And so when I see stuff, I'm like, okay. Okay. Or the punk, the non-black punk. I went to the page, at Ryan. This punk. I wasn't gonna share nothing on this page. This is enough. This is enough on my screen. On your screen. I want you to be sick. But okay. It's the company you keep. The words you're using. And BX was like, she look Caribbean. She do. A little fat jaw to the mouth. Like if you notice the way the jaw look coming towards the mouth. Yeah. They gotta go home. They gotta go home. It's too many like this that are too loud and are getting profitable. Like that other tether. You lying, cosplaying, you following this sister to completely try to erase her. She got to remember, the old girl got the following and the brand deals. But the sister that put in the work, none of that. And then what she would try to do, once she, because her page taken now, but what she would try to do, if we didn't delineate, if we weren't delineating, she would, well, they just attacking a black woman. That's their fallback. They attacking a black woman. They attacking a black woman. Whatever that's done now, I don't give a damn. Oh, that see how they treat. We need to come together, black women. Let's come together. No, you're tethered. Where you from? What island? What part of Africa? Oh, that's where you from. Okay. Yeah. Put that on them. You're not finna come over and dump your trash on foundational black Americans. That's why we do what we do. Because we got mofos like this and hang out with mofos like that. We got chicks like this who actively will follow and literally word for word, line for line, cosplay sisters like this who do the real work. Who bust their ass. You see it was on like 5 black women in there. Y'all see that? I don't even know if the rest of them are FBA. But it was 5 of them and they all know each other. And this broad is lying. Unashamed, unabashed, lying walking onto campus with a tripod or with somebody to pretend she's somebody she's not. If you don't see the dangers of the Tethers now, and you're of the lineage, stay away from me, because you're a liability. You will get us both killed because you just said damn silly, and I don't want to be cool with you. I got enough going on. I got my health issues. I'm raising children. I'm raising black men. I'm raising a black woman to be, black men to be. I got enough going on. Enough going on. I don't want you next to me. I don't want you around us. Go over there with them folk and stay your ass over there. Because you're not going to get me killed because you too stupid to realize fat meat is greasy. B1 family, it is still FBA all day and Delineation now.